Vogs.
Buddy Vogs.
WVogs 18.
Go on, Vogs.
WVogs 18.
Vogs 18.
Okay.
Vogs 18.
We like sports and we don't care who knows. Football, tennis, hockey, golf.
I don't have friends. I got family.
This is where the fun begins.
Hello, everybody. This is WVogs18 here. Welcome to another Sunday night live stream with friends, aka sporadic live stream. It's not always on Sundays. Hope everyone is doing well. I am doing well. I worked all weekend, but the good thing is I don't work tomorrow on Labor Day, which is cool because I work in retail, as some of you may know. So I get a day off. And I'm also off on Wednesday, and I'm also off on Friday. So I'm excited about that. Also, today I drafted my fantasy football league team in the league ran by Aaron Sports Cards and Things, and in the league, I think was Pastor Ken's Cardboard, Trev the Shipping Guru, Mr. Fidget, Paul the 619, Aaron, Sensei Domino, Tim Incognito, Budget Rips. I'm trying to think who else. Chance with Collectibles. And there's like 3 more I'm missing. But yeah, I think I did pretty good. Maybe I'll make a video on my team before week 1. We'll see. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was able to do that on my break at work. So that was good. Also, I just got done watching Trev the Shipping Guru, who should be wrapping up, Maiden's World of Wax, and Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, his subscriber giveaway. So, yeah. I know it's late. I don't know how many people are going to watch live or the replay, but if you can, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. I don't ask it a lot, but I would really appreciate it. I see that we have 0 people in here, but it's okay. Like I said, we'll see how it does. It's whatever. I know it's late on the East Coast. On the West Coast, it's kind of early still, getting late, but I'm just here to chill out with people. I invited a few guests, and anybody's allowed to jump in. I dropped the StreamYard link below. We're probably going to go at least an hour tops tonight. Nothing long. I just thought, why not catch up with people? And maybe another day we'll go for longer. We'll see. Probably not Wednesday. I know I'm off Wednesday, but I work early on Thursday. So I don't know when the next live stream will be. Hey, John. Hey, Chance. If you guys want to, it's up to you. I pinned the stream to the top. It should be pinned. But it's up to you guys if you want to join. I invited 2 other guests. Hopefully they both join. I know one's going to be joining shortly. I think the other said he may. I'm just going to check real quick. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Bud Files. How's it going? But again, guys, The stream is pinned to the top, and I'm willing to talk whatever with you guys, comics, sports, whatever. But yeah, drafting fantasy football was fun today. I haven't done fantasy football in years. Last time I did it with my brother and his friends. I did awful. What's up, Fable? Station, brother. Hope you're doing well, sir. But yeah, what I've planned for the rest of the week. So far, Tuesday, I will be on Paul and the 619 and his amazing friends. Thursday, I may be on Jigs Kingdom late at night, just depends what time football ends. Friday, I may or may not be on Aloha Friday because I work early on Saturday. Saturday, I'll be on Random Rips. And then Sunday, I'll just watch my regular YouTubes like I do every day. But yeah, does anybody have any questions or comments or whatever? Because we're here for an hour and it'd be fun to interact with you guys. Also, I set up a live stream October 19th because the day before I turned 30 on October 18th, but Sports Cards and Things Aaron goes live on Friday nights. I didn't want to interfere with Aloha Friday. And so I decided to go on Saturday night after having Random Rips. Thank you, Fable. VOGs equals ratings. I appreciate it. Paul says that too. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. But yeah, that's gonna be a fun live stream. And again, anybody's welcome. We're gonna celebrate my birthday and we're gonna chill out and hang out and I'll show what I got for my birthday. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm probably gonna treat myself to some things a few days before, maybe some comics, spend a little extra money on comics. We will just have to wait and see what I have in store. And I am excited because I don't get weekends off normally. Ooh, what are my favorite James Bond movies? I don't watch a lot of them, but I haven't seen them all. But I would say my favorite Bond, if I had to choose whenever I think of James Bond, is um Sean Connery, followed by Pierce Brosnan. But yeah, I eventually need to watch them all. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. A lot. But yeah, I would say definitely Sean Connery is Bond to me. Again, anybody is welcome to join. I would love the more the merrier. I know one of my guests is coming soon and I will give his intro. Like I give people intros on here. Eventually, also, I will plan to do an outro thing where it will be interesting. You've seen one Bond film. I think I've seen one or two. Not a lot, like I said. But yeah, I'll have an outro made because I have an intro. I want an outro made sooner or later. So that'll be fun. I've got an idea already what I want to do. What's up, Sensei Domino? Tony, I know you don't have school tomorrow. Hope you're doing well. Again, the chat or the show stream is pinned to the top. If you want to join, feel free to join if you want to. If you don't want to join, it's okay, no worries. I would love people, like I said, but if not, no worries at all. We're probably going to go at least 45 minutes to an hour. Depends if we keep talking, but the max it's going to be an hour just because I probably need some sleep, but we have a guest in the back. Hey, it's my friend. You all know him. He's up for a CBC award. We got John Comic with Kids.
What is going on, buddy?
You're not the regular spot.
I know. I'm feeling tired. It's late. I'm in my bedroom. I figured match your energy here.
Okay, I'll send it. Okay, I'll bottle it up overnight. I'll quickly red eye it to California.
There you go. I'm down with that.
No school tomorrow?
No, yeah, holiday 3-day weekend. I've been watching a lot of movies and taking it easy, and we don't have any sports this weekend, which is super rare at my house with two teenage girls. We've almost always got soccer. Like last weekend, we had both a volleyball and a soccer tournament to kind of try to
Wow.
get to. So this was a
So
rare
who's
chill
your
weekend.
Bond? I couldn't really catch the
I
stream.
agree. I agree with you. Connery. I grew up with like my dad showed me old movies, so I grew up with. My first Bond was Roger Moore that I ever saw, but like Connery epitomized like what Bond was supposed to be. And then as I got older, they finally gave Pierce Brosnan his shot. I think Pierce looks more like I think Bond should ever look
Did
and
you
act.
read the
Like I
books?
love Pierce Brosnan's Bond. So those
Did
two
you?
are always my
Wasn't it a
top.
book too?
Yeah,
A
there's a series
series
of
of
books.
books.
Ian Fleming invented the character, back in the 50s. He wrote a whole ton
Big
of
budget.
novels. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I love the current. It just ended obviously, but the Daniel Craig era I think had
Who do you
really
think
good
was the
movies.
worst Bond?
It's got to be poor Roger Moore. I just think he was so 70s and so like silly and campy. Like I prefer George Lazenby above him, and George Lazenby did one movie as Bond, and he did On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and Diana Rigg, the
They've
great
had a lot of
actress, was in
famous
it.
villain actors too.
Oh
I'm trying
yeah,
to
oh
think
yeah,
who they are.
oh yeah. Christopher Lee from he played Sauron in Lord of the Rings. He was a Bond villain. I just watched today. I rewatched World Is Not Enough, which has Robert Carlyle from Train Spotting as the villain. Telly Savalas was a Bond villain. Um,
I'm trying to
lots
think of
lots
the
of great.
most recent ones that are villains.
Christopher Walken in View to a Kill was a Bond villain.
Christopher Walken was.
Yeah, the last Roger Moore movie had Christopher Walken, and his henchman or henchwoman was Grace Jones. And it's not a very good movie, but
I
I was
know
really
this is
into
like
it.
a Bond parody-ish, but are you a big fan of Austin Powers?
I mean, I think those movies are all very funny. I think the problem they had was they did so many of them so quickly, we kind of all burnt out on it.
Yep.
But I think
Perry.
independently, I think they're all very
What's up,
entertaining.
Christina? What's up, Perry? What's up, Brad Wellbore? But
So
yeah, no, I
I
fully
enjoy those.
understand.
I
Fully
think
understand.
Mike Myers is a very funny, naturally funny actor, and I think I've always really
Yeah.
enjoyed him.
Do you watch
I
those
remember on
movies?
SNL, Saturday
Do
Night.
you
He was
watch
great on
those
Saturday Night.
movies based off like bands and stuff like um Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man or no?
Oh, you mean like rock
Yeah,
stories? Yeah, I
Rockumentaries.
mean, I think I
What's
prefer
up, cool gamer?
some of those to the actual musicians themselves
Yeah,
sometimes.
I
Like
heard Rocket Man's really good.
it was good. I liked Walk the Line about Johnny Cash. I thought that
Yeah.
was a great film, and June Carter obviously was a big part of that one.
Oh, we got someone in the back.
Uh-oh.
We
Is it?
know him. We love him.
I
He's
was gonna
from
say
Georgia.
no.
It's Kevin.
There he is. Rips.
Hey,
What's
everybody.
up? Hello, sir.
Another late night.
Yeah.
I figured I wanted to jump on and make sure Will had some people to chat with. So
It's
doing
not going to
good,
be
John?
long. Like I said, max an hour.
Yeah.
well, I don't know how long. At some point, my family's gonna finish watching whatever they're watching. How I Met Your Mother in the other room.
Oh,
Oh, what a great
love
show.
that show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the few we've gone all the way through Scrubs with them, and now we're going all the way through How I Met Your
Scrubs is
Mother.
a
Yeah, great
underrated
shows.
show.
So
Yeah,
funny.
for
So
sure.
they've only finished a few comedies, like from start to finish.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened very often.
What's up, big movie? Chance, I'm not going 4 hours.
Chance. What's up, Chance? I got 3 of the One Piece treasure packs that you showed. The
Ooh,
Chance showed.
nice.
Like I didn't
yeah.
think I'd ever see them at my Walmart. And it's
Perry's
like,
watching. Perry's watching Schitt's Creek. I think Schitt's Creek is hilarious, Perry.
Yeah.
And I got super emotional when that one ended. Like the last few episodes of Schitt's Creek were like powerful. They were really
Yeah.
strong.
I didn't watch Big Bang Theory full the way, but
I never
heard
did.
Oh,
I never
I
even
loved
finished a season of
Big
that
Bang.
one. I gotta give it a shot at some point.
I heard
That was
Young
great.
Sheldon was
Great ending
decent.
too.
I heard
Young Sheldon
Sheldon
was good. Both of
And
those shows were decent.
and Perry, the benefit of Schitt's Creek is I feel like that's a show that gets better as you go. Like it doesn't finish soft. It
Isn't
gets
that
stronger.
Eugene Levy's son
Yeah.
and him?
And his daughter is in it too. She's the waitress at the diner. She's not the daughter on the show. She plays the waitress.
What's up, not near mint? Oh wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got a lot of
What's up, Gary?
a lot
I
of
think
ragging
that's
from
his
my
name,
friends
right,
when
Gary?
that Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself came on TV.
Who is
Dang,
Gary? I
it's
don't
your
know.
show. Shoot,
You
my
talking
two
about-
favorite sitcoms are Curb Your Enthusiasm and
That's solid for sure.
and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, that's very good.
Freaking love that show.
Very good.
How many seasons is Schitt's Creek?
I want to say it's like 5 or 6. I don't think it went terribly long, and they're pretty short seasons. They weren't like 30 episode seasons or anything. I think they did like 15 episodes, and they're almost. I think they were all on Hulu. I think is where I saw most of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
The thing I was watching was LSU versus Southern Cal in football just like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Perry says it's 6 seasons. There you
Shut up, Perry. Stop being technical.
go. No,
Yeah,
I just finished Schitt's Creek at the beginning of this calendar year, so like in January somewhere, and I was like, wow, like the ending was so strong. I was like, this
why
is
did
really
they
good.
stop? Just because of funding?
I think they wanted to move on. I think they felt like they had told the story they wanted to tell, and they were all like happy with where they were at.
What's up, Magnus? Canada 383.
Sanford is
Hey, there's Tony. Hey, Tony.
Tony's here. There's a lot of people in here. I'm trying to think. What is one of my other friends?
Leave it to Will do a last minute live and 50 people show up to watch.
It's because it's a holiday weekend, dude. I don't work tomorrow. Oh, look who hopped in here.
Border.
Uh-oh.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Just wanted to
what's up?
clarify that TV show. Hey, John. Hey, Kevin. Did not mean to be making fun of Kevin over here. It was
It's okay if you do, but
it was this TV show called Kevin Can Fuck Himself, and it's just about this woman who's basically completely shat upon by her husband, who thinks he's just this happy-go-lucky guy that's a complete alcoholic, and she goes from sitcom life to this is reality, and wow, I hate my life, my husband, I'm gonna kill him.
Wow.
I'm gonna poison him.
So, Rob, how long do we have you?
Sounds
for?
like
'Cause
it's really
I was thinking
good.
about cutting off the
I've
show an
caught-
hour, but if you're awake for a while.
For a little while.
we can do it.
I only
Okay,
have like
I
10
could
more
probably
minutes,
max
maybe.
it to an hour 30.
I mean, it's getting close to midnight. I'm down to like my last box here on
Wait, what do
tagging
you
stuff.
have?
What is that?
This is Ultra. This is from the Luna Brothers back from the early part of the 2000s.
Okay.
Oh,
We're known for doing girls.
yes, it
and
is a comic
Yeah.
shop. I'll be back. What's up, Ian? I gotta show Rob what I picked up. You guys converse.
Hi, let's
He just
converse
ditched us,
amongst
Rob.
ourselves.
Oh, he just ditched us. Are you off tomorrow, Rob? You got a holiday, right?
Thank God, I think I am.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, as far as I know, fingers crossed, knock
Oh,
on
I'm
wood.
off all the
but-
time. I don't work
Nice.
right now.
Okay. There you go. It's good.
I don't
Enjoy
know
the
what I'll
weekend.
be doing there. My mom just went in the hospital. She had a
Oh
slip.
no, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I think she's okay. She's just in a lot of pain. Nothing broke, no fracture,
Okay.
just pain. She's 82, so anytime something like that happens, you get a little concerned.
Well, absolutely. My dad just turned 80, and my stepmother is 75. I think she just had her first stroke
Oh,
while we were
God.
in Oregon this summer. So it's all very exciting, I guess.
Yeah. Getting old sucks.
No way around it. My mom just had her first
Nope.
knee surgery, and it went really well.
Yeah.
So she's got her new knee running around. Oh.
A lot of us are of the age that, I mean, I don't, but I know that you do, where, you have children and your parents it's like you have to take care of your parents and you already have children to take care of.
Caring for everybody, yeah, for sure.
Right.
Perry, he's 31 and he's feeling
31.
Get
Give
out.
me
He's
a
a
break.
kid.
No, Perry, what you're feeling is bad diet, lack of exercise.
I was going to say, I felt that way at 31, but it wasn't because of my age.
You don't even you sleep in the chair, my guy. Like you don't even go, that's what you're feeling. You're not feeling your age. You're feeling your habits.
Exactly. That's it.
So, okay, I'll make myself big.
You keep drinking those, what do they drink over at Jigs?
Monster energy drinks probably is what he...
No,
the
what
alcohol
they drink
one.
at Jigs
The,
is,
I can tell you where I was at 31. Doesn't matter the date. I was drunk.
Yeah.
He was
so okay.
He's
You
doing the
guys
crowd
see what you got.
So I know Kevin's seen these.
What do
I
you
don't know if
mean?
John has.
Ooh, they're like little digest versions.
Oh, I love those.
Versions of G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
That's
I got
a great
a ton
issue
of
of G.I. Joe,
Archie,
by the
but
way.
you
The
hardly ever
Cabin
see a
Battle
G.I.
is a
Joe.
great issue.
This one isn't a real one, but it's a reprint.
Ooh, nice.
Reprint, baby.
A good one to have anyway.
Bought this, the new one. Gotta love Rogue.
J. Scott Campbell.
And I think
Very
John
green.
actually pointed this out to me, and I saw it on my LCS for $10 on their wall. I'm like, everyone knows I like Spider Gwen, Batgirl, Power Girl. I like Rogue the best, probably.
Yeah, great one.
Aren't they doing? Is that the one they're doing?
Rogue.
What they call it, facsimile of, like next week?
I think they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to
Facsimile
buy
of
a
that comes out
facsimile
pretty
You don't
now.
have to. Yeah, it's a great cover.
Well, the
Yeah.
whole reason we've lately been getting these covers that you see repurposed artwork from Jim Lee, they were trying to recruit Jim Lee while he's in the middle of being, CEO,
All right.
to start doing not just covers, but the interiors. He's like, yeah, I don't care how much money you throw
He's
at me.
not interested.
I'm going to re-sign this contract with DC.
Rob,
He has
did you
DC
get the
contract is sweet, and then he
Superman
goes to
Muhammad
conventions
Ali?
and he gets paid like thousands of dollars just
Yeah.
to do a remark on something, and it's like, do it, man.
He only does it. He doesn't need the money, but if somebody pays him like an extraordinary amount of money, he's gonna draw some weird stuff. And he drew Howard the Duck for like 300 grand for somebody.
See,
but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But if
Bug,
you could
what was
get
the
it,
question that you just had?
Did you get Superman Muhammad Ali or no?
Now,
Oh,
I wanted
to. The foil
I don't
already shot up to like $50-$60.
Yeah, my dealer even said, I'll give it to you for cover. And I'm like, the thing is, I don't have a single treasury. And it's not to say that they're bad. It's that you see how much space I have. I don't.
Yeah, storing treasuries is challenging.
That's why they
actually, there is a way. You can put them. If you use a magazine box and you put it in a way where you're like storing it like a library with a spine, it'll fit that way. But again, how many fit inside? Like 5?
I don't have a ton of them, and so I have them turned sideways in a box, along with all the other backing boards that I have for regular books going the other direction. So, and I just got 2 new ones from Magic Lasso. He sent me this French.
Dude, those are sick.
Dude, I was like, these are crazy. I've never even seen these before. This like French version of Life Death, the Storm storyline. This crazy magazine size.
It was a funny name. I forgot what it was. We were roasting it yesterday.
It was hilarious.
What's up, Rich? Rich.
Yeah, but the treasuries were so undesirable back in the day. They never even really attached a value to them very much.
Rob, do you have anything you want to show?
20 years ago, they started actually getting the value.
Yeah, let's see what Rob
What do you
has.
want to
Rob
see?
has something.
I mean, look behind
all I've
you.
been
He's got
doing is go ahead, John.
said you got everything behind you. You can share anything.
I don't. I'm not Mr. White
I
Gloves. I'm
don't.
not Monty. Although, John, I know that you had a show just the other day that if anybody is watching Mr. White Gloves, they call him Splash
Oh, yeah.
Page. If you're planning on entering the contest, I still need to watch that video.
I
I didn't
He's
just
got a
finished
ton
it.
of videos. Yeah, he was never on my channel, but he was on today. He was on Bleecker Streets with the Reverend Bleecker show,
Thank you, movie.
and he did a trivia question there. So he did question number 10 on that show.
Oh, I need to watch that.
So
'Cause he
Monty's been
didn't mention
popping
that
I'm
up.
yet.
loving what he's doing.
I do too.
It's so hilarious,
awesome.
and I love it.
I was going
Yeah.
to tell you there are 10 questions.
Yeah, we're at questions. He's
Last
done
night
10
I stayed.
questions.
I started at about 6 o'clock, and because dogs, it took until about 1 o'clock in the morning to watch them all. But then I went, "Oh, that one thing is on John's. I'm gonna start watching it tonight." Oh, look, Fogs is streaming. Click, and here we are.
No,
Yeah.
he was the two other channels. He did Robert Galvin, and then he did
The Nerd Collective.
Bleecker today.
Mm.
Bleecker.
So you got to add those two. Plus, I dropped the link to his first video where he lists all the stuff, the basic rules. So that's in my community tab.
Oh, I'm
Follow
too
me.
lazy to follow directions.
It's a lot of directions, but
It
I
is.
think it's going to be a very
It's fun.
entertaining process.
I mean, it's not like Cicada 3301 from 4chan all those years
Look at all
ago.
the
that.
scraps. I love it.
Those are my notes.
I got mine
I
on
got
it.
I got 5 questions per sheet, and
Yeah, these
all
are
the
I have
little
mine right
rules.
here. I'm not going to show them too closely because I want to
Yeah.
follow directions and not, show what my
Don't
passcode
give
might
it
be.
away. Yeah.
I'm going to put
So,
mine all
does
nice
anybody
and
have
neat tonight.
anything to? Does anybody have anything?
I
to show?
what do you want to say? What do you want me to show?
I got something I can
show
open.
anything, Rob.
Actually, I have a small stack here. These aren't like the biggest books in the world, but for me, they're ones that it helped me finish off a run. I now only have issue 30, 38, 39 of Deadpool, and I'm done. But this was one of the ones I still needed.
So this is volume 1.
Yeah, I mean, like technically it's volume 2, but yeah, this is like the first ongoing.
Yeah, because they had the Circle Chase, right? The volume,
Yeah.
first mini series or whatever.
It's just like Wolverine. I'll still call it
Yeah.
volume 1 if I'm saying issue 140. It's like really, the volume 1 was 4 issues.
Right.
All right, here's the final issue of Deathlock.
Nice.
I've never seen that cover before.
Yeah, at this point, you already have the spin-off of Deathlock, this other guy, Riley. So 2 different characters. I still need to go back and pick up one of those first appearances. I mean, they're only like $10 at most because they've been in dollar boxes all this time. Kind of like, well, it's almost midnight. It's almost time for Labor Day. And that means we can now relax from the labor
Don't
that
tell
we
me
have
you have to
done.
work tomorrow, Rob.
No, I'm just saying it's time to fuck off with Foofer.
What the hell is Foofer?
This was an old cartoon like back in the 80s or so. And
Kevin, do you know what
people would-
Foofer is?
No, I honestly can't remember that one.
yeah, during the 80s, Marvel did this whole star thing where they tried to appeal to children, and some of it worked and some of it was Foofer.
Alf, Smurfs. I've got some of them from that era.
The
Oh,
Chipmunks,
this is-
didn't they have Chipmunks?
Nice. The Human Torch.
Oh, yeah, they did. This is volume 2 of Human Torch because the volume
Well,
1
sure, yeah.
would be worth more than some of these boxes combined
Yes.
just for like a
Yeah,
random ass
right.
issue.
No kidding.
And this one only went like 8 issues, but I realized they didn't have it. I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. There you go. Haven't read this yet, but whenever you get a Thor versus anybody in another series,
Right.
I do a lot of Twitter, and it's
That's a
Thor's
great
Day.
cover.
Rob, I'm sending you a picture of my older comics on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
that
haven't
cover's
used
from-
Instagram in a really long time. It's like I don't hate Instagram, but at the
Okay,
same time, I don't
maybe
mind
one
spending
live.
that time trying to post.
If I
The best
invite
way
you
to get a hold of
live-
Rob is smoke flares.
So, Rob, if I do a live eventually and you're active in the chat, I'll show you my comics, the older ones.
I want to see what you got now. I only have like 2 more things here to show. I never
are
want to run over people's time.
No, I'll
Here's
just
a
show
random
you
ass
another
issue of
time.
Supergirl.
Yeah, I'll just show you another
15
time, Rob. I just don't want to go up and downstairs 100 times.
I get
Unfortunately.
it. I assure you. That's why I keep everything around me.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do
This
you
is the
guys
first
see
time Neil
Henry?
Adams does any kind of
Oh,
work on
that's
Yeah.
beautiful,
issue.
dude. I
I-
love Henry's comment here. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
There.
Yeah, I can do that.
Look at all the
I'm
pink
not
on that
legend.
cover. That's awesome.
But there you go. There's a
Rob.
few books that I picked up recently. But I do have
Cool.
one more thing.
Oh, yep.
A cat.
The cat, I know, I love it.
Cat's just like, yeah.
I got a ledge over my place where he
Always
does the same thing. My little. Sometimes he
Ooh.
does a little
Whoa, is that actual? Is that a? That's not a facsimile, is it? Holy crap!
Wow, nice.
No, that's
Kara.
real.
First
Yeah,
Supergirl.
First Supergirl. Holy crap!
I've been wanting that for a long time, ever since I got that issue of First Brainiac that had the rusty staple.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's tough. But wow, great book. Huge
Yes,
book, Rob.
Kevin, do you have anything?
I can open up this bag of comics I bought at Ollie's today.
There it
Let's
is.
do it.
Oh,
Oh, he was ready.
What
Look,
the
he even got
hell?
the other camera going.
Transition.
yep.
What the hell is Scratch?
Sam Keith.
Sam
I don't know
Keith,
what
yeah.
Scratch is. Something Sam Keith came up with to go with Batman. I guess.
That's weird.
But I bought it because I needed that Gladstone.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
I needed the Donald Duck. So I
Kevin
figured
collects
$6.
Donald Duck, for those who don't know.
Uncle
And
Scrooge
Scrooge
and the
McDuck.
Ducks.
Yes. I'm pretty
I'm trying
sure
to rebuild
Kevin,
the collection I
I'm-
once had.
I'm trying
and
to
more.
get Kevin to dress up as Scrooge McDuck for Halloween.
Does that mean you got to be one of the cousins or nephews? I mean,
Me? Probably somehow. No,
There
he
you go.
just needs to wear a fancy ass outfit.
Yeah, give him a monocle and a little spats.
Stick to it.
I wonder how old Scrooge McDuck would be, like 70.
In
Well,
duck years.
Today, you'd probably be like 186.
Well,
What
it's
the heck
image.
is that?
I'm just
Wet
making up
works.
numbers.
That's definitely full image, early '90s, baby.
Yep.
Is that the issue that took like 3 or 4 years before the next one came out?
Hey,
Whoa,
flip to a
that
girl's
does sound
butt.
That's
familiar.
quite a page you found there. That was a good one.
That's why I was like, oh, yeah. There we go.
Hello.
It might get pulled down.
Happy ending.
Oh, other one.
That might be why.
Kevin, we're a kids channel. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's early image, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Kevin, you
all of
should
it.
have seen our fantasy football. Oh, yeah, you were in our
Oh.
live.
I think
Ooh.
I got this out of the last one.
Never heard
Oh.
of this.
No,
I think it's
are you
80s,
sure? I didn't
early
see
90s.
you rip that. Get that?
Some independent
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons comic.
yeah.
That's cool, though.
Oh, it's actually from 2020.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
Seriously.
I don't recognize
Oh,
any of the
Justin
names.
Birch.
I would have.
Is
the
Justin
letter.
on there?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he's the
Justin?
letterer. Yeah, go back and open up the first page. Justin Birch, letter
Oh,
by.
I'll
Sure
be-
is. Wow. That's
Nice.
cool.
I can't believe I caught that.
No, I know
You know
him.
what's
Nice.
funny, Kevin? If
That's
you go
funny.
to Heroes, because I found a comic at my LCS. Justin will sign your comic.
Oh, Young Justice 15.
Of course he
Nice
will.
Kevin,
guy.
if you go to Heroes
well.
next year, Kevin, bring that for Justin. I guarantee
Of course,
he
yeah.
signs it.
He'll sign everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Were
I
you
don't
guys
have any
on?
Young
Did you
Justice.
guys
I'm
ever
not
see
really into
Trev's live
DC that
stream
much.
where Justin's
Don't tell Trev.
complaining? He's like, these text bubbles are too damn small.
Ah, this is what I
I
wanted.
did not see that.
Oh, it was so funny. Dang, I like that. What? God, what year could that be?
What, the
That
Donald Duck?
Probably the same year that it was released.
89?
Yeah, you had Dan Rosa doing stuff right after Carl Barks
Yep.
and Dan Rosa stuff.
John Rosa.
Fantastic, too.
I'm surprised there's no letters page that tells, gives the
Is that the
credit.
back, maybe?
I bet it is.
Who's
Yeah.
going to Heroes next year? Fable, I'm
Carl
going
Barks,
for sure.
All right.
Alex
Is anybody
Halaferio,
else going to Heroes?
I
I
can't
wish.
plan that far ahead. Yeah, it's too far away.
Gemstone Hunters.
I'm
Let's see
still
what
trying. I know
situation's like.
Kevin's trying to.
You
Originally
seriously
from
don't want to hear my reason why I don't go to shows.
Come
Walt
on, I
Disney's
gotta meet
Comics
you
and
one
Stories,
time,
number
Rob.
143, August 1952.
Will, I'm gonna bounce out, buddy.
Hey, thanks, John. Appreciate it. We'll talk
Yeah, man.
soon.
Certainly
Yeah, I'll
Carl
catch you soon.
Barks.
See you,
Good
John.
seeing you, Jen.
Nice. One more down, 400 to go.
But yeah, we'll probably cut it off in an hour, just cause
Ultra
I don't want to keep
Mega.
people up. No. Nice.
Almost finished tagging all of the independent boxes.
I
That
just
means the whole room will be done in like probably by tomorrow morning.
wow.
It's only 12:06 now, and then it's my bedroom that has mutants. God damn it, mutants.
That's funny.
What's your
But there's
favorite
only like
top?
9 boxes of that, and like 1 box of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, 1 box of Usagi Yojimbo, 2 boxes of Spawn. Spawn is the bane of my existence.
Is Usagi Ojimbo good? I haven't read it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's put it this way. You have this one guy where his entire life has been doing one character and using that character to tell any range of stories that he wants.
Right.
His first few stories were a little bit more violent, but as they went on,
Mhm.
he became like the manga-esque artist that would be the equivalent of Akira Kurosawa, and he's been doing it since like the early 1980s.
I
I
was
can't
gonna
tell
say,
you
yeah.
anybody that's been doing it that long
Right.
for one character. That's like saying, hey,
Well,
Chris
they've
Claremont,
been-
I know you love X-Men. Are you still doing it to well, actually he is. But they paid him for a long time not
Right.
to. That was
Yeah.
weird.
Dave Sims.
Kevin, are you
Roast
still?
him.
Yeah, I was gonna
Since he
say,
kind of
Kevin,
came
are you?
back with these new things he's doing now, which is, I don't know. It's not
Kevin,
near
are
as good
you
as he'd like.
still looking for old Cerebuses? Or not?
Uh,
Really?
Cerebus at the beginning was fantastic.
Yeah. I love the
And
first
then
150 issues were fantastic.
yeah,
Then he got a little nutty on the religious thing and just,
I mean, he went right wing. I won't like try and belittle it, but the thing is that this is the problem with any creator. Doesn't matter who they are. The second you start buying into your own bullshit is the second that
Yep.
you're not really good anymore. If you question yourself a bit, hey, great. That means that you're going to try and make the best decisions possible. But if you think that no decision you can make is the wrong one, well,
Yeah.
you're going to find out that find around and fuck. What? How do you do it?
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
around
around,
and
find
find
out. You'll get to the find out portion.
Right. Yeah, because I know he lost a lot of readers and sales when he got all weird. And
I'm happy Kevin's educating me about Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett.
Oh,
I'm just
Good Omens, you'll love. Anything
Kevin,
Sandman, you'll love.
Kevin, yep. Kevin's taught me so
all the
much about
Discworld
both those.
books, just love them.
Yeah, anything that he's worked with Pratchett.
Yeah. Some Neil Gaiman, but for the most part, everything is gold.
Yeah, that American Gods, I know a lot of people loved it. I wasn't one of them.
I loved the book, and I loved the first season of the show. But
yeah, I didn't get past
the
first season.
You know, once he left being showrunner and left it in the care of whoever the hell it was, it went to hell. I mean, they like fired what's his name? The guy that played Mr. Nancy, black guy. I mean, he was fantastic, and they let him go. It's like, why do you let one of the best actors, the most talked about scene in the entire season?
Rob, it was so weird. I didn't see you on Jigs
I don't
on
know what
Wednesday
they're
or
doing.
Thursday. I was
Budget, always
concerned.
budget.
Yeah.
Well, if it was jigs earlier in the week, it was because of work. And whenever I have trial, that is when I am just lights out. I don't stay awake very long because I have to be awake the next day at 5 in the morning, sometimes earlier. This week is going to be earlier. It's Plantation
Really?
Key.
Why?
Because normally if I have to go to the Dade courthouse, it's 30 miles away. If I have to go to Key West, it's 3.5 miles. Not 3.5 hours. Sorry. So that means I have to wake up at about 3 in the morning, be on the road by 4, be parked so I can have free parking by about 7:30. But next week it's only halfway to Key West.
So you got to drive
Kevin,
across
what's
the
up,
bridge.
Kevin with an E? Entropy.
Oh, Entropy.
Well, not really.
How old is Entropy?
Hey, Kev.
I've always he's 50. Didn't he do Trev said he was doing a big event tonight.
Dollar Tree does get these little reprints of the first couple issues of the new DuckTales. And
Hey Kevin,
Walt
I
Disney
dropped
Comics.
the link to Kevin, I dropped the link by the way, if you want to join. Did you have a big event? Trev thought you had a big event tonight.
Hope that everyone's doing great tonight. Hope you're doing great yourself.
Know you watched Kev. I know Kevin worked on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Cool.
If you have ever been home with your parents and watching TV and it's on, you know for a fact that Kevin was in the background doing work on it.
I guarantee it.
That's cool.
I was setting up the Emmys. Dang.
That was nice.
Imagine running into celebrities. I'd be starstruck, honestly.
I got a friend that works out in Hollywood as he works for Sam Ash Studios, so he works with music. They have, the studios that they rent out by the hour. He's met Elton John. And, set up a private stage for Lady Gaga one time. He said she's just an awesome person.
Yeah.
I imagine she would be.
I mean, the biggest little things like that. He gets to meet them sometimes. A lot of times he doesn't get to meet anybody.
What's the case you? Oh wait, you can't talk about that.
And he mentioned.
I can talk about anything I want to. It's just that I'd rather keep people private. But the two things I have next week are divorce. But yeah, I've met famous people before in my employ because I wasn't always a court reporter. I used to be an art director for a watch, fashion, and jewelry company. And if you remember,
what do you
Paris
do as
Hilton,
a court reporter? Do you have to write a bunch of stuff down or type it? Right?
Basically, the best way to put it is we use AI now. So I would just go, you're the person that hired me. You're my attorney. You're the witness. And then the black box over here is the opposing counsel. So you're 1, 2, 3. So it's usually question, answer, objection, 3. And they argue, what was the last question? I just have to play back for them the last thing that was said. Otherwise, that gets put into a transcript that gets used in court later on. So that's basically my job.
You have to do divorce. Ooh, that's.
But it's interesting.
I have to do family cases, which are much worse. I've had to do kidnapping cases. I've had to do murder cases. Whatever you can think of. I mean, the worst day of the week is usually Friday when you have to go into family court where it has to do with, father, son, father, daughter, bad things that have happened. And you're like, good God, I don't ever want to get married again.
Right.
Everybody's horrible. I don't want to associate with humans anymore.
Yeah.
God,
I can see getting that attitude, like being a
jail
guard or something. I know a lot of those get that attitude.
Do you ever get like vacation time or whatever? Or not
What's vacation? I'm a 1099. I have to keep working. I mean, I had to work through COVID.
Right.
Really?
I do a lot of Zoom work, which means that I'm wearing a suit sometimes, maybe just a collar and a tie, and I click into a deposition and I have to go, yes, this is a real background.
Wow.
Yes,
what if they saw the comics once and you're like, oh,
what if? No, when I join a hearing in the morning, there will be sometimes 50, 80 attorneys in there, and I will have my camera off. But when my case is called, camera comes on, and the judge will go, Wow, is that real? Yes, Your Honor.
Dude, what if you're like, nope, Photoshop?
It was a judge that came up with the idea to do that.
Really?
With that window that you have back there, you should put the Hall of Justice. You ever watch that Super Friends? Yes. That's a great idea, Your Honor.
Really?
That's funny.
It was funny. My one of my teachers in high school became a judge in her older days, and I ended up appearing in front of her.
Oh no. What was that like? That must have been bad.
Well, I did say it was good to see you again, and she said, "You too, but let's make it under different circumstances next time."
Like, I can vouch for your good character, just I don't want to see you back in front of me again.
Exactly. Yep. Back in my bad days.
We've all had those bad days, and let's hope that we don't go back to them.
Yep. Keep me away from alcohol, and we won't.
You and me both, brother.
I hear you.
I mean, here's a good story that I think you'd get a kick out of. I don't do war stories, but I'll tell you something that I learned in Key West way back when I first started doing court reporting. I had to go down there for a foreclosure hearing, and it's motion calendar, which just means you have 5 minutes and you argue one motion. Don't try and tax the judge's time. They have like 10,000 other cases. So I walk in and everyone's kind of dressed like myself in plain clothes. I'm looking around going, what the fuck is going on here? Go up to the bailiff and, hey, I'm supposed to be here for, foreclosure. Yeah, all that was canceled. Why? Well, they're still processing everybody from Fantasy Fest. Okay. So I text my boss and they're like, just wait for your attorney to show up and wait till you're dismissed. If they don't show up by 9:30, you can be dismissed, charged for travel and whatever. So I had to sit and wait around and listen. And holy shit, here we go. So, okay, next case, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so it seems that you were at a bar, you got drunk, you went to the bathroom, got lost, crawled through the ceiling, came down on the bar itself, causing $800 worth of damage. You can either decide to pay the fine, pay the restitution for the damage that you caused, which was whatever it was, and then have 60 days of jail, or you can be banished from Key West for 2 years. And so here I am in the back of the courtroom going,
right? I'll take the banishment. I wouldn't plan on coming back anyway.
Is this fucking Romeo and Juliet?
Right.
And then I was explained too by a bailiff later, you have so much space in the jails, and if they're just doing dumb shit, we don't want them to come back here. And if they're caught again, then they do go to jail.
Yeah.
So it's a good way that they do things, but wow, banishment.
Yeah. Shoot, I took a couple of people that were banished from the county that I live in Georgia. Arrested on site if they come back. Hey, wow. I don't know if they still do that, but back in the 80s they did.
Well, I guess a cop just doesn't want to deal with certain people anymore. And I can see why, but then there's other towns where you know why they're doing it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I only just learned recently about northern Idaho, why no one should go there.
Oh, no doubt. The militant groups that are up there.
The people that are very...
Yep.
That's all I'll say about that.
We'll probably go 20 more minutes plus.
It's only midnight. I'm only on Umbrella Academy now.
Yeah, I'll wait till you're done.
I'm basically done. I don't need to stay awake. I still have the whole rest of the long box.
Oh boy.
But I'm unlike Jigs, I'm not going to start saying, hey, let's all jump onto the Discord.
I haven't started the new book by was it Paranoid Gardens? That's by the guy that did Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, Gerard Way.
Gerard Way, yeah.
I heard it's good, but 2 issues in, I'll wait till it's fully out and then I'll read it.
Yeah,
That's
I'll do
what
that
Kevin does.
unless it's an ongoing, and I'll wait for about 5 issues.
Is Space Ghost done with yet or no?
No, I think it's
I think
ongoing.
it's on issue 4, and the first story is probably going to be done in 5, but it is
Right.
going to be ongoing as far as I know. But here's something that I can say. I just looked on Twitter earlier tonight, and David Pepos, his tweet was, and it's so good, congratulations, David Pepos, off to get married.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, he's going to get married right now tonight.
Wow.
Or by now, he's already married.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mazel tov. No.
Good for him. Yay.
Another one bites the dust. Yeah, right. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
I mean, how do I kind of put this? I've been married once, and I remember this old commercial where it was Starburst, where it was 2 guys working at a vat of acid plant, I guess if you call it that, and he accidentally drops one of the Starburst into the vat of acid. He looks over to his friend and reaches his arm in and pulls it back, and it's an empty sleeve. He looks back over his friend, reaches his other arm in. I'm over here thinking the same thing about marriage. You lost the one arm, asshole. What are you doing?
Right.
That's marriage for you.
Yeah, what gets me is some of
So,
those
Rob,
guys.
do you ever buy people's collections and say, hey,
So I've done things similar in the past where I've driven really far away just because I've seen a corner of a comic book where I went, I know exactly what that is. That's Avengers 57. So I drove all the way to Winter Park, and I wound up, guy tried to sell me drugs instead. It's like, I'm good. I just want the comics. He's like, so how much do you want for all this? Like, how much do you think that you would like for these books? I'm seeing like little tiny roaches coming out of them. Oh my fucking God. So I'm like, I don't know, $300 like a box? Like, no, for everything. Here you go. And I start putting it all in the car. I'm taking it out of the box and like just ready to toss the box as soon as I get to the next gas station. I pull into the gas station because I need to get back home. Guy pulls up alongside me. I think he's like trying to rob me. He's like, no, I just forgot an extra box.
I've been like, fuck, he's killing me.
But I've done some wild shit just to get some random ass books. Like, I'm sure you've heard from Chris Rock. There's certain places around the country you never go. And for people of my shade, it's Martin Luther King Boulevard. We have one of those down here in South Florida. And somebody said, I have the first appearance of Moon Knight. Where? Follow me back to the storage unit. Follow him back. Guess where that storage unit's on?
It's
MLK Boulevard.
Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Yeah, every city in Georgia's
Did
got
you
one,
get it?
and it's always in the worst part of town. Huh.
I'll be son of a gun.
I'm not dead. I've been shot more than once, but luckily never for a comic yet. Knock on wood.
Imagine, Rob, you're like one of your cases coming up is like a dispute about comics. Oh, brother, you both are and you're like, oh, brother, you both are.
At that point, I'm sure that the attorney would. I'm kind of a known person, sadly enough, in my industry, that if there was something like that, and there really isn't, they would just say, hey, we'll just get somebody else for this Zoom. But if it's in person, no one's going to know unless I say something that I'm in comic books.
How often do you do Zoom?
It's like almost less than I really would prefer. It used to be about 50% of the time. Now it's 30. I hate doing things in person because here's a little inside information. If you ever meet an attorney, never shake their hands. Why? They don't wash them.
That's true.
When they go to the bathroom, they pee, they go take a crap, they walk right back out. It's almost every single one of them.
Yeah.
That's after observation over 9 years.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
why I don't like in
lucky.
person.
I haven't done jury duty yet.
I mean, jury duty's fine. You get to learn some things that you never knew
And you get
before. You
paid,
help
don't
some
you?
people. I mean, the pay is minimal, but it's an experience that everybody should try out once. And no, I'm not just saying that because that's part of my job. I've done jury duty, but nobody would want me on their jury.
Yeah.
Just like no one wants an attorney on the jury.
Right.
Yeah. So, Kevin, any update on Neil Gaiman or still nothing?
No, there's been no more reporting
Wow.
of it. He has, as far as I know, he's made no official statement. I'm sure they would announce it. They just kind of, it seems to have just gone away.
Died. Yeah.
He would rather say nothing rather than blow it up.
Yep. Very
I mean,
smart.
I think we've all seen what happened when everybody piles on with the internet, and we don't want to see that happen again to another creator.
Right.
Yeah, especially the guy who made Rick and Morty. Oh, he fucked up.
He's also doing new stuff. I mean, even freaking Majors just got hired again to do a role on One Piece
Wow.
for Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the same expression I said.
I'll
I'm like,
watch
well, I
that.
guess no one's ever canceled.
Right. Except maybe Kevin Spacey, but
Oh God. I
No,
love
Kevin Spacey's
Spacey.
making a comeback too. It kind of
Really?
reminds me of Seinfeld, where you had Costanza going, "It's not a lie if you believe it."
I forget what was his job.
Which one?
Seinfeld
George.
loved that. He worked
His
for
job was yes,
importing and exporting for.
that too. He's a marine biologist as
He
well.
did.
He's
He did work
everything.
for the Yankees though.
Oh
For
yeah, I did
Steinbrenner.
remember
That was a
that.
great little story arc there.
Yep,
It was Larry David doing the voice of Steinbrenner.
That was
that was
Larry
great.
David doing Steinbrenner. I didn't know that.
Well, you never saw him from the front. It was always just the back of his head, but he did the voice just perfectly. Give me a calzone.
It's kind of like on Home Improvement, where you had the neighbor.
Yeah, Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson.
I even saw him on Johnny Carson one time, and he walks out with a little fan-looking fence in front of his face, so you couldn't see him. Yeah, those were good shows.
And then one day the pandemic happened and I stopped watching TV, and I don't know if it's because,
Right.
stuff isn't as good as it used to be, or it's just that I lost any kind of attention, and it is ADD or ADHD or however you want to phrase it.
Right. Just engagement is more interesting.
So prior to jumping on here, I put on Netflix's Terminator. There's a new animated series. I watched 10 minutes of it, and my concentration was just gone.
Wow. Yeah, I do that too.
It's like, ooh, an explosion, face melting off. I don't care. Who's that?
I still haven't seen Deadpool because I don't really go to theaters. I worked at one forever. Why would I want to go back?
Yeah,
I could
that's
understand
what
that.
it does, Henry. That's what it does.
Oh, God, yeah. I'd have to go through all my bookshelves and do that about twice a year to get all the dust layered off of them.
I have a really furry cat. Behind every single one of these boxes, at least a little mat of white cat fur.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I take the tops off, I just swipe it over the top.
Right. And I've told people that if I send you something, it's probably going to include a few cat hairs. So, yeah, they're on the house.
Are we really comic fans if we don't have a cat? Just ask
Right.
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, for sure. He's written some great short stories about cats.
I mean, all his best stuff starts out at short stories where he mentions something at the very beginning, and it seems like nothing until it comes all the way to the end, and hey, there it is again.
Yep.
Rob, I know Kevin has. Did you read Discworld?
I actually haven't.
Wow. I could recommend one for you, but I'd have to think about it. You have to answer questions because every book is standalone. They can all be read independently. So
just
I
like
always
similarly, here's something that you're probably going to go, oh, come on, Rob. Out of all of the Hitchhikers, I've never read a single one except for the one that was written by Gaiman.
Oh wow.
He wrote a Hitchhiker.
And do I remember it? I don't remember it.
It was
yes, he did.
It was a review more than a story though. It was a review of Douglas Adams's,
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
it's not your typical review. It's also extremely hard to get a copy of.
Rob, Kevin was telling me Pratchett
I hope I still have
developed
mine.
early onset Alzheimer's, and he was typing on his what was it called, keyboard?
Dvorak.
Dvorak keyboard, and he calls his assistant or his helper, and he says, "Where's the A button? I've lost my A."
The A key. He couldn't find it. And that was the first sign that something wasn't right.
That's scary.
Then he had trouble getting his arms in the right sleeves of his jacket.
Did someone have to type
Lost
the
his
rest of
keys,
his last?
which led to his famous quote. There's a rumor going around the internet that I've discovered God. I can't even find my keys, and there is empirical evidence that they exist.
Damn. Yeah, you read some of his
Yeah, he was
quotes
a
the
pretty
other day, and I
diehard
was
atheist.
like, damn.
Are we sure he wasn't ingesting mercury? Because that would do that.
Oh, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's a little smarter than that.
I don't know. Look at Van Gogh. I mean, mercury back then was just, oh, let me do some painting here. Let me lick the tip of my brush. There's some of that mercury. Let me keep doing this, but I'm a painter, so.
God, the gold miners would just stick it in their mouth and would bleed the nuggets and pour the mercury back out. That's what they all lost their teeth, got cancer of the mouth and stuff. I mean, they just didn't know any better. Like,
you go, how old are you? And they'd look like they're 90. I'm 24.
Right. Yeah. Where's your jaw?
It's glowing back home with Martha.
I saw a guy in a clinic one time that the easiest way to describe it to a comic fan is he looked exactly like Arseface from Preacher. That was the first thought I had is, oh my God, it's Arseface.
Come to think of it, since Netflix was on earlier, they just put on Preacher, and if you're scrolling through, do you know who they're using for the banner for Preacher?
No.
Motherfucking Arseface.
Of course. Makes sense.
They could use Jesse. They could be using, I keep wanting to call him the Corinthian, Cassidy. They could put Tulip. No, they're going to use.
Of course. The one that people go, what the fuck? What a great comic. It's one of my favorites. Love
the TV
Preacher.
show.
Yeah. It started strong, but he took it in a different direction than the comics, so wasn't even close. Really.
There's one scene out of the entire show that captured one character perfectly. It showed the rise of Star as he's going through the ranks, all the way up to and including when it's okay. Now it's target practice.
That's true.
Raise your weapon.
Yeah.
Bang.
His character was better in the show than it was portrayed in the comic. I can see that for sure.
But I never quite watched it past that point.
And Cassidy's buddy that wanted to be a vampire so
Oh,
he
God.
wouldn't die. The New Orleans guy. I can't think of. In the comics, he was like a
One was a
uh,
cop.
serial killer or something,
Hmm.
but he was just his friend in the TV show until he bit him and made him a vampire, and then he's ready to go out and start eating people.
On the TV show, did they ever introduce the Saint of Killers?
I don't think they made it that far. If they did, I didn't, because I only watched the first 3 seasons, and I think they had a fourth one, but by then I was like, yeah, this is just not. But yeah, that would have been great if they did.
I just would have loved for
Wait a
them
minute
to.
now. Yeah, I do. They
If
did
they could have gotten
introduce.
the one scene where they dropped the nuke.
Because remember
Oh, they
how he
did.
first appears with the loop, and he's in that loop trying to get the medicine to take to save his family.
Okay, yeah.
They did introduce him because I do remember watching that part. So, and it was pretty cool.
Man, my brain is broke from all those years.
Yeah.
But
Right.
should I go back and rewatch it, or is it just
Yeah, exactly. There's so much on that
I mean,
I'd
here's
probably
the
rather
sad
watch.
way of
Probably won't watch it either.
the sad way that I look at a lot of things now. It doesn't matter what it is, movie, TV show. With my job, whenever I meet new people, it's like going to a party where you meet 30 new people that you will probably never see again. And then the next day, it's another 30 people and another and another. And after 2 weeks, you forget at least 95% of everybody you met from that first time around.
Right.
Hey, you don't remember me? It's like, I don't remember anybody.
Yeah.
And now I circle back that way to media, like TV shows, even comic
How
books.
many
Hey, do
times
you remember
do you
that book
run
that
in?
came out?
Hmm. How many times do you run into the same judge?
It's rare. I mean, there's a few that I'm very accustomed to because I've done a lot of trials in front of them. But then there's others that I've had them before. But if you told me what it was for in any capacity, I could not tell you because I forget quickly.
It's just a routine thing. And that's what I was going to say, what you were just saying about the people at parties and the TV shows and stuff. Well, if they're really good and make an impression on you, you'll remember. There just isn't
a
enough
heads
of
up,
that.
we're gonna be ending in like
It's kind of like
7 minutes because
I
I need
read
to go to bed.
about a month ago, I think I read that first EC comic that came out, or the second one, maybe it was. It was the second one, The Strange Worlds.
Oh.
And I remember one story from it that I thought was really cool. The very first one had a neat little twist at the end. I couldn't tell you what any of the other 3 stories were at all. Don't remember them.
You know, it's kind of like going back to watch that movie Frozen and then seeing how that's applied everywhere else. That you had a movie that was based and written around one song. So then they had to expand upon all of that. And it's similar in comics. Well, we have this one nugget of a good idea, like Redneck, written by Donnie Cates, or Something is Killing the Children. We have this one little nugget. We need to just expand around it. And some are better than others.
Yep.
You're ready to sign off, Fogs?
No, in like 5 minutes.
Oh.
But I hope you could join again, Rob, because Kevin and I love talking to you.
I love talking to you all. And usually I'm not this awake, but it's been a long day just running around with my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because my job is mostly keep my mouth shut.
Kevin, by the way, how's Mom?
They admitted her for the night because of the pain. So that's
your
good.
Dad?
I couldn't. Me and my dad
your
couldn't
dad
take
okay?
care of her. Yeah.
Is your dad okay holding him? Okay.
So far. Yep. So, they did get the Topps composite at my local card shop. Will.
How
seen
much
them
is that going for?
$40 a plaster.
Too
Same
expensive.
as Topps Chrome.
Stupid.
They didn't
too
up the
expensive.
price of every product.
You go? Are you going shopping tomorrow on Labor Day to look for Labor Day sales? Or
I kind of doubt it.
yeah, I'm
They
doing
don't
nothing
put the
tomorrow.
stuff I buy on
Hopefully,
sale for Labor
I wonder
Day.
if Bethany. I wonder if
The
Bethany's
card
going
shops,
live.
I mean, the comic shop's closed, the card shop's closed. So where do I
Has
want to go?
Has Bethany said anything about going live? Did she say anything this weekend? I don't think she did.
No, I don't think she did. I don't think they're quite ready. She might be though, because they finished moving the stuff to storage today or yesterday.
And then we got Paul's on Tuesday.
I'm ready for Bethany to go live again.
Oh, aren't we all? I'm ready for your live again. Because Jay made me laugh so hard on Saturday. Coloring books. Oh,
That
sweet
was
Jay.
pretty good. Top
Coloring book?
top three
No, it was like top 3 books, and he
top
was
three
joking
favorite
around.
books of your life was my topic, and his was coloring books,
Mad
and then
Libs
Mad
and
Libs,
I forgot what the third one was. It
How
was
about
encyclopedia.
something.
Why can't I say his name? Shel Silverstein.
That
Oh
was
yeah,
one
that
of
was
them.
it. That was his
That
third
was,
one. You
Oh,
remembered it.
mine
nice.
Did you
were
not see
mine
it? Did you
were
really just guess that?
No, I'm guessing.
That was
mine
his
were
third one,
out
Shel Silverstein books
mine
and
were The Outsiders.
songs, because he loves Doctor Hook, and Shel Silverstein wrote a bunch of Doctor Hook songs.
So mine were The Outsiders, Animal Farm, and Of Mice and Men.
All good picks. Mine was Discworld, because I said series count. I don't care if it's 41 books, it counts. Uh, Discworld, Huckleberry Finn, and Good Omens.
Good Omens was really good. I'm trying to remember the name of the other one that he did. Stardust.
Stardust.
Between Good Omens, which was fantastic, but was a little bit more collegial, Stardust, I actually didn't like. Right. Stardust, I didn't initially like at first because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, which sometimes is the best way to
What is
start things.
Stardust, Kevin? Is that
Neil
another
Gaiman
one?
book.
That's
And
Yes, Kim, well, I'm talking about Stardust.
right. Just listen. He was talking about it.
So Stardust, it's kind of like a medieval type of story where a star falls to Earth, and that star turns out to be a living, breathing person. And she is a firecracker, and she hates this boy who just kind of wants to do the right thing until they go through all these different things. And at the very end, it's a very moving, touching, loving story. But the movie, while very good and done by Matthew Vaughn, doesn't quite capture that very tail ending. But the movie's still very good. It's one of the best representations.
De
Good
Niro and
Omens,
Drag. Come on.
quite different. Oh yes, De Niro and Drag.
Wow.
But yeah, it's great. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. That I love Ghost at the End of the Lane. Or Ocean at the End of the Lane, I mean. Excellent book. I liked Coraline, especially the movie. Henry Selick did a great job.
Is that Neil Gaiman?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Neil Gaiman wrote Coraline.
I thought
that was around the time he was doing what the hell was that? There was that company back in the 1990s that was trying to put all of their comic books into malls across America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, but we can't remember it anymore.
Because he didn't really write them. He kind of came up with the idea and gave it to other creators who.
Like Technophage.
Yeah, Technophage was one of them.
Even Discworld, I think, was one of the books that they were putting out at that time.
Yeah.
And Coraline was also being put out.
Yeah.
Then a decade later, I'm married, and hey, honey, you want to go see this movie? It's based on Neil Gaiman. It's like, oh my God, what did they do to that poor girl's eyes?
Right.
Oh man.
I saw it in 3D when they first came out.
This is a children's movie? Jesus Christ.
And the funny thing is, it's more scary to the parents than it is to the kids. The kids love it.
I mean, we grew up with Never Ending Story where you wind up seeing this poor horse die in the mud.
Right. Jeez.
Yeah, I think we can
Scarred
get
for
used to
life.
that.
Yeah. One of the best cosplays I ever saw was a guy dressed like the kid, and he had a horse head that he could sit on the floor in the hotel and pull on the reins and act out the role.
Oh,
Great.
Carlito.
It was
Right,
great.
Carlito.
We'll go a few more minutes. Why not?
I can't. I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just end it here.
Sorry, guys. I wish
Rob,
I could.
Kevin, John, who's here. Thank you guys. We'll go
Good night.
live again soon. Good night,
Definitely.
everybody.
See y'all soon.
Yep.
Rule number 1.